It's Lucas.
And it's Aiden. And Lucas, what you doing there?
Oh my God, I'm just hugging my senior gift given to us by St. Mary's as graduation. That's right, we graduated, we seniors, we getting a going away gift. Where's yours, Aiden?
It is right here. I'm holding on to it. Remember, seniors, to bring these to C Block today. We're gonna open them up. It's gonna be
God, I can't
exciting.
wait.
And the other thing we're opening up is the lunch menu. What are you having for lunch today, Lucas?
Transition. I got a glass of water. Not full enough. I found out. I think I should be drinking like 2 gallons of water, which seems impossible, but I think that's the way to go. Other than that, we went cherry picking like a week ago, so I'm gonna eat a lot of cherries today. Probably not the best, most healthy thing to have, just cherries the whole time. But you make do with what you got. What you making do with, Aiden?
Sometimes you gotta live large. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with a peanut butter sandwich today.
Oh
Go
my.
classic.
Resilient, of course, consistent. And what do we got in student life today, Aiden?
Well, in student life today, happy Founders Day, St. Mary's.
That's right.
Here are the results
Bless
of
up.
Wednesday's St. Mary's and LaSallian trivia. We had 30 responses, and the top 6 are number 6, Miss Harkness. Number 5, Miss Gallion. Number 4, Mr. Rogers. Number 3, Mr. Riccardi. Number 2, Mr. Quatch. And the fastest minds on campus are Miss McCormick C Block. The correct answers are 1995, The Chapel, and Twice.
Elementary. Good job, guys. And keeping with the theme of all things LaSallian, he's our very own Mr. Summers with a look at St. Mary's from the eyes of a graduate and teacher.
Good morning and happy Founders Day. Today we celebrate and honor our founder, St. John Baptist de La Salle, who established the Christian Brothers more than 300 years ago. And I've been asked, as the oldest faculty alumni, to say a few words. And I guess I'm honored, but also it certainly makes me feel old. And I've been asked to talk about basically 2 things. A little bit about the history of St. Mary's, certainly from my perspective, for the time I've spent here, and also to talk about its commitment to within our community. I've taught here for 20 years, and this is actually my 20th year, so I think I know a little bit about the school. Now, we're going through a little tough time right now with this coronavirus, and certainly it's made for difficulty for seniors and for all students. But St. Mary's has had difficulties in the past. If you go back even to St. John Baptist de La Salle, when he started the Christian Brothers, he had difficulties getting the schools started in France, had difficulties with a variety of priests and bishops, and certainly trying to get his young men to commit to his idea and his mission. But the Christian Brothers have expanded across the world, and certainly now we get back to our own island here at St. Mary's. And just talking briefly about that, I attended here in the early 70s, starting here in the fall of 1969, and graduated in 1974. And between my junior and senior year, the state was concerned with the earthquake-proof buildings, and so our major school building, St. de La Salle Hall, was torn down, and we existed in small buildings such as St. Joseph's Hall, the Valesian Hall, Brennan, which was then called Cronin, the smaller gym, and temporary buildings, which lasted probably 20 or 30 years. We had no cafeteria. We ate outside and did our best to do the circumstances. Now, because the school almost closed my senior year, we had no yearbook. But some dedicated personnel, many of which you may know, such as Tom Brady and Mr. Davis and Brother Murphy, the school continued and flourished. And finally, in 1995, it went co-ed, and the school continued to grow and become what it is today. Now, the school has a serious commitment to its community, and certainly that can be established or has been established by the faculty members or staff that have gone to school here. And there's quite a long list of them. I think I have 16, and perhaps there's even some that I've missed. It starts with our own Brother Edmund, Mr. Puck, Mr. Davis, Father Jason Landeza, Mr. Botero, Mr. Banks, Mr. Forte, Mr. Lawson, Mr. Filson, Mr. Riccardi, Mr. Nguyen, Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. Voltaire, Ms. Pilara, Ms. Nunley, our own Mr. Olivier, Mr. Falla, Peter Barrero, he's done a lot of fundraising, and myself. And certainly, I think that demonstrates how much we believe in St. Mary's. I also sent my 2 kids here, as did Ms. Molinelli and our principal, Dr. Imperial. So we know that we certainly believe in the school for our kids. Now, if they go through this tough time, St. Mary's will only get stronger. And I believe strongly that some of you students watching this may come back as faculty and be interested and perhaps make a video like yourself. So please carry on, respect and honor our founder, and live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Thank you, Mr. Summers. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Summers. Pure soul. Well, what else you got in?
Well, we finish our final look at the candidates for next year's student leadership, including 2 groups of people wanting our jobs.
Ooh.
Running for student body president.
Hey everyone, it's Belul, and I'm
a 2020 president candidate.
I believe I will make a good president because I know our community, and I am somebody who will always listen to what everyone has to say. I know I don't have Heelys, my own shirt, Beyonce, or Denny's on my side, but I have the ability to communicate with the community. I have been a leader in the past in conducting rallies, several diversity events, assisted in Circle SM, student government, and in Celebrating Cultures and Traditions Club. I know I will be a great leader because I'm passionate about giving back to this community and making sure we are having the most amazing and memorable high school experience ever. I will do so by having more interactive spirit days and school activities for all of us to enjoy. I will make more opportunities for our community to have more events or dances that bring the student body together. I love this community, and I hope you vote for Belul Johannes for your 2020 president. If you don't believe me, hear from my homies.
Make sure you vote Belul for president.
Y'all better vote for B.
Vote Belul for president. Don't be a square.
Vote for Belul for president.
Vote Belul for president.
Running for communications directors.
There's 180 days in the St. Mary's school year, and finals come just to end it.
So the annual problem for the student body is finding directors of communication.
So you should get Kim and Kira and Kim to be on your morning announcements.
Watch some cool vids that we will create and laugh until your tummy aches.
Continuing spicy ones and adding birthday fun and finding the Panther on campus.
He's over here.
Interviewing student clubs
and sports team as well.
And driving Brother Dan insane.
Damn it, Kira. As you can see, there's not too much to do before voting opens for all.
So stick with us, cause Kira and Cam are gonna do it all. So vote for us, cause Kira and Cam are gonna do it all.
Imperial, Cam and Kira making a title sequence.
Are you tired of thinking, why should Corn Cames be communications directors?
Why should Corn Cames be directors of communication?
Is this something you wonder about on a daily basis?
This is something that I wonder about on a daily basis.
Well, do we have the video for you. Corn Cames for communications directors.
Well, we're here to tell you why we think you should vote for us as communications directors.
We've been a part of the St. Mary's community for years now, and as a fresh voice in student leadership, we're confident that we have what it takes to make the live announcements engaging, entertaining, and well-produced.
But more importantly, we're ready to adapt to whatever needs and desires might arise from students during these uncertain times.
We're both very experienced in film and video editing, and these are skills that we're excited to use to make more shorts and sketches for the live announcements, and to liven up Panther life during and beyond this pandemic.
But don't just take our word for it. Let's hear from some real interviewees.
Everyone, today we're joined by Mr. Notkor. Did I pronounce that right? Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, cool. Mr. Notkor, why exactly are you voting for Cames and Core for directors of communication?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, man. I have no idea who that is, but you guys should vote for Corn Cames for directors of communication. We're doing a lot more stuff on the announcements, a lot more student content coming your way on the YouTube channel. So yeah, vote for them.
Cames is one of my greatest friends who has supported me through everything. He's a kind and respectful young man who has our best interests at heart. And that's why we are voting for Cames and Core for Communications Director.
I know, Core's a great guy. I mean, he was actually one of the doctors that delivered me as a baby. I love the guy.
Well, it's always great to hear the input of fellow St. Mary's students.
I don't go to St.
Running for Spirit and Athletic Directors.
Hey Panthers, it's me, Baldina. I'm running for Spirit and Athletic Director next school year. I want to show you guys the love and energy that I have for the games, the rallies, and the fun activities that we have at school. I hope to make your quarantine experience as fun and entertaining as possible. Hopefully I get your vote. Bye!
Hey Panthers, my name is Erica and I'll be running for Spirit and Athletic Director next school year. I've took on many leadership roles in class, at home, and at school. My main goal is to make sure that the St. Mary's community is really involved in spirit and athletics next school year. I have lots of spirit, as most of you know, from participating at rallies, cheering at games, and dancing at lunchtime events, which I really enjoy. I know we all have concerns about returning to school in the fall, but I would do my best to make sure we all have as much fun while social distancing. I want to bring the spirit and liveliness of the St. Mary's community at an all-time high.
Disgusting, Lucas, but those presentations were beautiful. Wonderful job to all of our candidates. It's going to be an exciting election.
Good luck.
In counseling news, what do we got?
In counseling news, we have something just as delicious as these cherries. Attention, Frosh ATTN Softs, and attention, juniors. As course registration is being finalized for next year, please log into PowerSchool to ensure you registered for the correct courses. If you are appealing, select courses you would be happy to take in the event that your appeal is not granted. If you notice an error in your schedule, contact your counselor by Wednesday, May 20th, so we can make any necessary adjustments. The portal for course registration will close on Wednesday, May 20th. A fee will be charged for any course changes made after next Wednesday, May 20th. God, I will miss that.
And before we head to sports, with the Fortnite tournament coming to an end, the 2K20 tournament is now here. Doesn't matter if you like the Warriors or the Lakers, can you defeat James Harden's 97 rating? I guess we'll find out. And there will be a PlayStation 2K20 and Xbox 2K20 tournament. Go to the school's website later this afternoon and sign up. Commissioner Voltaire will then send you the bracket and who you will be playing against. You will have 48 hours to complete the match with the other team. You must then email Mr. Voltaire a picture of the final score. Only 16 people are allowed in this tournament, so sign up quick. Games will begin Monday.
Get hoopin', and speaking of hoopin', here's Balul with today's Panther Athletics. Take it away, Balul.
Thanks, Aiden and Lucas. Hey, Panthers. On today's senior feature segment, we'll be highlighting a couple of the seniors on the track and field team. First, we'll be highlighting Lydia Howard. She has been running track since her freshman year. Her events are triple jump, long jump, high jump, 100 and 200 meter dash. Her favorite memory was when she set a personal record in long jump. Her final length was 17 feet and 10 inches. At first, she didn't think she jumped very far because she jumped from the men's board, but it actually is very far from the pit. Lydia learned how important and powerful it is to truly believe you can accomplish something. Once your mind believes you can do it, your body will follow. Lastly, Lydia said she will miss everyone's reactions when all the track athletes walk out of Quatch's office with 5 or more ice packs taped on various parts of their bodies. Next, we'll be featuring Jordan Walton. He has been running track for 3 years. He's mainly a 400-meter runner, but has participated in the 200-meter dash, 100-meter relay, and the 400-meter relay. His favorite memory was when he participated in the 400-meter relay at El Cerrito High School during the T-Cal Championship. He was very nervous before running, but they were able to get first place in the end. Lastly, Jordan has learned that hard work really pays off, especially when people doubt you. Up next, we'll be highlighting Zachary Deering-Haddix. He has been running for all 4 years. Zach is a high jumper, and his favorite memory was qualifying for the state meet last year and being with his teammates. He learned that track takes a lot of dedication, and he said he will miss the team and being able to compete this season. Lastly, we will be featuring Wyona Tan. She has been running track for 3 years. Wyona ran the 800, 1600, and when Moen felt like it, she ran the 3200. Her favorite memory was running to the Campanile with pit stops at Fat Apple. She's gained some incredible friends throughout the years, and she said she's going to miss running and spending time with them. A huge shout out goes to all of the seniors and all of their hard work. Now let's head back to Aiden and Lucas.
Thank you, Baloo. What we got for birthdays today, Aiden?
For today's birthdays, we've got Jason Hill and Anna Thompson. Happy birthday, guys. And tomorrow we have Espinoza Cruz, Nia DePon, and Marisa Salazar. And then on Sunday, we've got Chris Satala. And on Monday, we have Anaisa Moreland, Ruben Ochoa, and Miss Carmen Lopez.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to you.
And before we leave, here are your St. Mary's and LaSallian trivia questions for the day. Of course, please remember to choose one student in your C block to email Miss Molinelli directly at cmolinelli@stomachs.org with your guesses, and the teacher's name of your C block is to be in your subject line. And now, without further ado, Here's question. Today's questions. When was St. Mary's founded? A, 1963, B, 1863, C, 1763, or D, 2063? Next question. What is the oldest building in our St. Mary's campus? A, St. Joseph Building, B, Brennan Hall, C, Shea Student Life Center, and D, the gym. Or the next question. What subjects did St. Mary's John Baptiste de La Salle's original schools teach? A, reading, writing, arithmetic, religion. B, French, Latin, mathematics, science. C, history, algebra, philosophy, poetry. Or D, poetry, mathematics, history, and reading. Yes, that's right. Here's an overview of all the questions again. And please remember to email cmolinelli@stomachs.org with your C Block teacher's name in the subject line. Good luck. Let's see who can steal it from Miss McCormick's class or if they're going to reign supreme. Have a great day, St. Mary's.
A great one.
Great.